Data Systems is a leader in the field of data storage, important for everything, for your network computers to your personal devices. Guys, storage is an outright secular growing industry. Joining me now to talk more about storage, Mike Workman. I'm not talking about storing your bedroom furniture. I'm talking about storing all of your video, all of your data. Mike Workman, the CEO of Pillar Data Systems, here in the house. Welcome to the show, Mike.
Thank you very much.
So, Mike, first of all, tell us a little bit about Pillar Data Systems and what you guys do.
Okay, we make mid-range storage arrays, kinds of things that businesses use, small businesses all the way up to global 100. Big arrays for the thing that makes the internet go around, things that where we store all of our stuff, backup, hospitals, law firms, what have you.
And it's going to cost you $2 using the word array, because none of my viewers at home know what an array is. But essentially what you're talking about is these giant storage systems for computers, for the networks at an office, right? And that's really your core demographic.
Yeah.
Now, your core market. Now, when I'm looking at the storage industry itself, though, as I've been writing on my website, CodyWillard.com, I talk about my newsletter, we talk about it on the show all the time, and that is that all of us need more capacity. We need more storage. I'm having to delete my videos off of iTunes on 3 different of my computers. I'd rather delete the $1.99 video than the priceless photograph from, Lithuania.
You know, it's not a good idea to delete. And you know what? About 35% of the storage in the world is used, and
65% then not utilized.
Exactly. And why?
You tell me.
Oh, that's my job.
That's right.
It's because typical storage systems, our competitors, they fall apart if you fill them up. And so you have to buy new ones instead of filling them up, which is kind of silly.
Now, when I read the technology and sort of what's going on behind the scenes in your company, one of the things that got me really excited about, I always talk about that it's not just broadband capacity. It's not just how big the pipe is that we're trying to pump data through, but there's more efficient ways of getting the data through. There's actually better ways of processing, of encoding that data so that you don't need as much capacity. And that's sort of one of the things that I got really excited about what your company's able to do, utilize the capacity in the network already.
Yeah, so if you tune a system and you get 10% of performance improvement out of it or capacity utilization out of it, 10%, why would you change companies? But when you get a factor of 2, or a factor of 3 out of what you bought, more usage, that's a huge amount of coin.
And away from the enterprise itself, which is a very core too, but even on the internet, there's sort of a movement where you're seeing Google now is storing all of my emails, it's tracking all of the websites I visit, I've got documents on there that it's tracking.
People aren't all happy about that.
Well, away from the privacy side itself, a tremendous amount of capacity is needed to store all of that data inside the internet itself from me as a consumer, never even having to purchase any of the capacity itself. That's also where your core market is then, right? The consumer himself.
Absolutely, because consumers end up using data that is in people's data centers. They store it to the data centers or they download it from data centers. And that's where Pillar comes in. We build systems that are the most efficient in the industry. We build the lowest cost systems and systems that aren't as complicated as the space shuttle. Ones that you can actually manage and use without having a PhD on staff.
And so the people at home understand. I'm assuming your competitors, EMC, the publicly traded ones out there, probably even the Brocades of the world, the network appliances. Okay, so Brocade then isn't a partner because they're on the networking side.
VMware's a partner.
In other
Microsoft.
words, it's the storage side that you truly compete on. The rest of the guys, where they're manipulating that data, they're your partners.
The applications providers, those are our partners. The guys who make storage, we make better storage.
There you go. Thanks so much for being here, Mike.
Thanks a
lot
lot
with all of the storage growth business. We'll be right back with a whole lot more happy hour. Store it.